Let's start the sixth part of the book Key Person of Influence. The topic is committing to writing a book. First, for the rest of this section, I want to encourage you to write a book on your topic. It requires you to produce about 30,000 to 50,000 words and cover a range of relevant information. You would write case studies, stories, methods, and all sort of valuable insights in the process of producing book. A published author is often well connected in their field. By writing a book, you will be able to pick up the phone and talk to all sort of new contacts to get input for your book. If you have published something, chances are that you are able to attract the right people around you. Imagine when you meet people and can say, I am the author of a book on my industry, and while writing a book, I discover a potential business opportunity that I am currently working on. Now people are interested. This was not just anybody who came up with an idea with it was the author of a book. But if this person has what it takes to write a book, they could clearly add value to a business in that life too. You might be a bit worried about writing an entire book. Maybe you believe you do not have enough content to fill a book. Maybe your ideas are not special enough in your opinion. Maybe your ideas are not worth writing about. These are all concerns that many now published authors have before sitting down and writing their books and articles. A friend of mine is a writing coach. In addition to writing several books himself, he has helped hundreds of people to plan, write, publish, and promote their books. He has absolutely convinced me that there is a book in everyone if they follow a process and commit to its completion. If it happens that you fall short of a book, you will be able to repurpose your content into reports, articles, blogs, handouts, and the like. So, for now, set a goal to write a book. Why publish your book? A book is a powerful document to create. In the process of writing all those words, you will clarify your thinking, refine your ideas, and generate intellectual property. When you publish, you will be one of the few people who can find their own creation on Amazon. The first thing you should do is construct some real reason why you want to write a book. Is it because you want the money? Do you want the best selling author title? Do you want to be featured in the media? Do you want to create something that will outlast you? These are all good reason to write a book, and I am sure you will have some other reason that will excite and motivate you too. It's important that you get clear on the benefits you want to achieve from your book before you begin the process. When the writing gets tough, you need to be able to imagine yourself getting the things you want out of life as a result of your published book. Different types of books. Fortunately, there are a few different types of books you could write, and each one has unique benefits. Here are the 5 types of books you could write. Niche through leadership. This is a book you can write based on your story, your background, and your recommendation for the future. It's full of your ideas and insight. This book is your take on things within your niche. People who have completed the Key Person of Influence program have produced books like Honey, Let's Buy a Boat. Everything you wanted to know about buying and owning a powerful boat but did not know to ask. 6 Pack Chicks. Change your mind, transform your body. Naked, divorced. The 21-day program, your new life. The advantage of this type of book is that it gives you plenty of room to demonstrate your ideas and your unique take on things. You are the star of this kind of book because it's you sharing your insight and your take on things. Book of interviews. This is a book where you find exciting KPIs and feature their stories on their ideas in a book. I am featured in the book Secret of My Success, a completion of stories from entrepreneurs who the author considered to have achieved remarkable results. The author of this book, Jamie X. Oliver, interviewed dozens of people to construct this book. The advantage of this type of book is that it's a great reason for you to get to know exciting KPIs in your industry. Very few people can resist the idea of being featured in a book, and most will happily sit for hours answering your question for the book. You may even to able to record the interviews and make it into a product. More on that later. The advantage is that you do not get to be a star of the show. The KPI status will improve as a person who must be well connected, but not as a thought leader in your own right. Book of tips. This is a book full of quick tips and rapid fire ideas. A great example is one of my client JP Delivers, who wrote Reshape 77 Ways to Reshape Your Body and Your Life. He is a fitness trainer who had limited time between clients in the gym. He allocated 3 short slots throughout his busy day to note down a tip, and by the end of the month he had his list the 10 main categories of interest you want to cover, then come up with the 10 tips of each category. Now you will have 100 tips. If you write 3 tips per day, it will take you less than 2 months to complete the book. The disadvantage is that these books, if not crafted correctly, can seem a bit scattered or may appear not to delve deeply enough into a topic. The advantage is that, as well as being fun and easy for your reader to dip into, this is also an easier format book for you to write. It's also very simple to repurpose each tip as a blog or magazine article. Picture book. For some industries, showing lots of picture might be more effective. Clearly, if you are a photographer or a fashion designer, people would be much more interested in your pictures than words. One of the KPI program client, John Cassidy, is one of the world's top headshot photographer. His book 7 Mistakes People Make with Their Handshot Photos is a series of before and after photos that illustrate the difference between the great headshot and a poor one. He is he has put in his tips and his philosophies, and this short picture book serves as a perfect business tool. The disadvantage is that this book probably needs to be printed in color on high quality paper using high resolution photos. This can be costly to produce and will have a high price tag. The advantage is that people love looking through pictures book, and they tend to sit and on coffee tables rather than bookshelves. Print on demand technology has made quality pictures books easy to produce in short print runs. A creative piece. This could be a parable with a message or a fictional story. The advantage for that you get full license to make up and as much as you like, and that it's very much an expression of your creativity. People love creative books. Fiction massively outsells non-fiction. A good example is the book If Your Body Could Talk: Letters from Your Body to You by Jacques Sharpless. It takes the form of series of letters written from a woman's body to a woman who owned it. The book is powerful and compelling. It's hard to put down and has a profound impact on everyone who reads it. It works because Jacques is a gifted writer and her message is not lost in this format. If anything, it's amplified. The downside is that few people are skilled enough as a writer to get their genre right, and is it has little value to you as a key person of influence if the message does not come across. My opinion is to leave this genre to the pros unless you feel a strong calling to write this style of book and you are a confident writer. The message of the book. Once you have decided on the type of the book you will produce, it is very important to consider the message you want your reader to walk away with. My writing coach says that a great book must answer at least one significant question that the reader is trying to answer. Your readers may be asking themselves, how do I have difficult conversation with an employee? How do people become wealthy starting from scratch? Who, how do I protect my valuable business idea? The reader core question forms the theme of your book, and each chapter interview or section is giving another key piece of information that another his question. Planning the book. Before you even lay your fingers on the keyboard to start writing your book, you must plan your book. When you plan your book, you put the key questions on a large piece of paper and brainstorm all the connected questions people in your micro niche might ask. Explore the content you need to share with them to fully answer their questions. When you have done that, you need to arrange your ideas into chapters and then brainstorm your chapters in the same way. If you spend 3 to 5 hours really mapping out each chapter, writing the book is a breeze. The more you plan out your book, the easier it is to write creatively creatively, and the better your book will be. Some people prefer big sheets of pen paper, and other like to plan their book using Excel spreadsheets. Find a way that works for you and spend considerable time in the planning stage. The writing process makes you smarter on your topic. It forces you to formulate vague thoughts into clear, articulate, and tangible ideas that will spread. Choosing the title of your book. Whatever type of book you produce, one of the most important decision is the title. Many more people will hear that you are the author of of the title you choose than those who actually read the book. You might like to call your book something vague that only makes perfect sense once read to the end. However, your book will lose impact with the cryptic title. If you introduce yourself as I am the author of the book, The Race, people cannot tell the field in which you are a key person of influence. If you introduce as the author of The Race Towards Green Energy, people instantly understand that you must be a KPI for a green issues is. Do not wait until you have the perfect title. before you create your book. Quite often, several titles will hit you while you are writing. Ideas for other book titles may also come to you. However, I would encourage you to make them chapter titles in your first book. When you are ready, make a list of at least 5 potential titles and run them past a few people to see which allocates the best response. Go to the networking function and tell people you are writing a book called so on. Watch their response. If they want to put you in touch with some relevant people, you are onto a winner. My belief is that you should choose a title that reinforces that you are a key person of influence. It should be brand enhancing and you should feel proud to tell people that you are the author of that book. Some of the great book titles created on the KPI program by your client by our client are legally branded Shireen Smith, Winning Client Trust, Charis Davis, Process to Profit, Marian Page. All of these titles have been perfect for getting across the message that the author is key person of influence in their chosen field. Environment dictates performance. Some people love the idea of going away to a writing retreat in the quiet foothills at a picturesque location. Before you do that, I recommend first getting a writing coach or joining a writing group so you have access to feedback, accountability, and guidelines. The perfect writing environment is more about accountability and feedback than the scenery. The Key Person of Influence program runs all over the world and has a high success rate for getting people to perfect their pitch and their turn into a book in a matter of few months. People who join the Key Person of Influence program are provided with coaching, mentoring, and accountability through the book writing process, and many are shocked to find they have a completed first draft in under 30 days. As with anything challenging, being part of the right environment is half of the battle. You want to be a part of an environment that normalizes the result you are seeking. If you want to better at tennis, join a tennis club or get a tennis coach. If you want to make more money, hang out with the people who earn lot of money. If you want to write a book, get around people who are also writing a book. The accountability of having someone coaching you and being part of the book who are all writing is a powerful formula for getting your book out. There is a lot to learn about writing a book and getting it selling. It's worth working with someone who has done it before. So many people say they are working on a book, but few actually get it published. Do not get caught in the trap of getting halfway through several book ideas. A book has no power until it's finished. A writing program can help you to get your book completed and on Amazon is under 6 months rather than the 66 months or never. Imagine what an extra 30 months of being a key person of influence is worth. Publishing your book. In the past, getting a publishing deal you was an essential part of becoming an author. Only publishing houses had the money and the power to print a large quantity of books and then get them distributed. Today there are printers and publishers who will print your book in very small run on demand. There is no reason you can't print just 20 copies of your book at a time. In the past, it was also pointless writing a book without a publishing deal in place because you simply could not get it distributed. Today, you can have your print book and ebook distributed worldwide through Amazon, iTunes, and other sites. You can set up an author account online in a matter of minutes, and within a week your book can be shipping all over the world. More importantly, when people Google your name, you then they will usually see you or an author on page one of the results. Although although it might seem glamorous to be published by a big name publisher, many key persons of influence today are choosing to self publish so they can make more money from books when they sell and give them away at a cheaper price. Promoting your book. You There are many ways to promote your book if you want to focus on marketing. However, it is not vital that your book is a massive seller. It is more important that you are an author. Each year, less than a dozen books sell over a million copies. Most books do not sell more than 500 copies a year. That's fine. If you use your book correctly, it would not need to sell millions. The mere fact that you are an author and that people can see you on Amazon gives you more kudos and opportunities. You will find that it is easier to get invited to speak, to get publicity in the media, and to get face to face with key contacts once you are an author. Being an author helps you to become known as a key person of influence. When you meet people, you can give them a copy of your book. A book is the best business card there is. You can give your exciting clients several copies to give to their friends. Strategically, giving books can make you more money than selling it. Remember, it is not authors who get great opportunities, it is KPIs. Your goal is to become the key person of influence in your industry is under 12 months, not to spend all your energy trying to sell books. Without all 5 steps in the KPI method, you will miss out on the bigger picture. The purpose of your book is to promote you, not the other way around. Publishing articles. As I mentioned, the reason I have focused on writing a book up until now is because once you have the content written, you can repurpose it in many ways. You can chop up your 30,000 word book in a series of articles, handouts, and blogs once you are done. Of course, you could also approach things the other way around and write articles and blogs first and later use these as chapters in your book. An article, if published is the right place, can be incredibly powerful for building your brand and communicating with your market. On the KPI program clients, Paul Fowler owns a flight school and published a set of articles about this WW2nd Stiffire project. He had a goal to build a squadron of replica Spitfires, and the articles were instrumental in finding other interested parties and making it a reality. Writing these articles forced him to get very clear about his ideas and gave him an excuse to interview relevant KPIs in his industry. After his articles were published in a boutique flying magazine, he was able to send copies to his exciting clients and gain the credibility that comes with being published in an industry magazine. Rather than just typing up a single article, I would urge you to at least write a set of 10 articles, each 1000 to 1500 words in length, before you even begin to talk to the editor of publication. By writing a set of 10 articles, you still get the benefit of fully exploring your unique ideas, and you can get in touch with a wide range of key person of interviewers. You also get the chance to pitch several options to a publication, and if they like your work, you are ready to follow up with more content. Be sure to collect any publication you are in. Scan the front page along with your contribution and put it on your website and on your social media profiles. A book is very valuable way to publish your ideas. However, if it's genuinely not right for you at this time, get started on creating your set of articles ready for publication. Publishing creates credibility. Produce create Products create cash. Your book, articles, blogs, or reports will be brilliant tools for getting your thinking clear, for getting recognized as credible, and for connecting to the right people. However, there is not much money in it directly. Well designed products are the key to making money. So rather than pushing yourself to sell more books or to get paid as a writer, let's move along and explore how to create hot products that bring in the money. You are ready for the next step. In the next chapter, you will see that a great product can be high value, low cost, and open up all sort of opportunities. If you are ready to turn your skills set into an asset, read on. Action step. For some additional content on this step, keypersonofinfluence.com/publish. Halfway point. How are you doing with the hidden theme? I mentioned in the introduction. The theme I am talking about is something you are very close to. Maybe it's something you are taken for granted until now. Consider this theme I am talking about has everything to do with your story, and this book may only be tool for finding it. Maybe the theme I am referring to start long before you even picked up this book. Look back in the early chapters, see what you can remember. Keep looking, do the exercise, and if needed, reread this book a few times until you get it. For now, let's continue your journey as a key person of influence. The next step product is powerful and important part of the process. Product. Money moves towards hot products. Why does Apple have lots of money? For over 10 years, they have produced very hot products. If they fail to do that in the future, the money will dry up for them. Why do oil and gas companies have lots of money? For over 100 years, oil and gas have been very hot products. If we create more solar energy technology, the oil and gas companies will lose their hot products and they will lose their money. What about you? The reason you have made money in the past is because of products too. Maybe you started by selling your time to an employer. Maybe you then started selling services to your clients. Maybe you have made money buying and selling a house. Any of these money makers were actually about products. Your time was a product that an employer wanted. Your services produced something your client wanted, and your house went up in a value as it was seen to to be an increasingly hotter products. Maybe in the future you will have other products to sell that you have not yet created. Maybe your business will sell products that are so hot you will make more money than you can spend in your lifetime. Maybe you will sell your business system as a product in the form of franchise or a license. Your business will really take off when you have several products that spread your message and expand your income opportunities. Product ecosystem. Here is a powerful idea to consider. Products and services do not make money. Products and services ecosystem do. Your business will really take off when you have a mix of products and services that all work together to maximize the value exchange in every customer relationship. Businesses that make lots of money cannot always put their finger on which products make them the money. They give away some digital products for free, something they sell cheaply, and some products or services are high value, but they only sell to warm prospects who had the free products. Imagine if Google started charging for search, maps, and browser, they had probably lose their market share. It makes sense for them to give something away and charge for others. Some products are designed to build a relationship. Some products are designed to educate. Some products are designed to implement an idea. All products are based upon your insight. Products are packaged up ideas. 200 years ago, the wealthiest people owned tracts of land and sprawling farms. 100 years ago, the wealthiest people owned massive factories and bustling production lines. Today, the wealthiest people have big ideas that spread like wildfire. We live in a global economy that is largely intangible and centered on ideas. The successful people who make money and win the accolades are the people who have powerful ideas and can turn them into products. The most valuable commodity on the planet today is called intellectual property IP. The biggest companies on the planet are valued almost entirely on their IP. A product is merely a valuable insight or an idea that has been packaged up so that people can access it easily, repeatedly, and in a desirable way. We live in a time whereby products are the new marketing and advertising tool. In the past, companies would make fairly generic products and then spend a fortune telling the world that they were the best. Today, that does not work. People have learned to tune out loud advertising and go looking for a great product instead. One of my favorite author, Seth Godin, says that finding new ways, more clever ways to entrap people does not work. It's the person who knows how to create an idea that spreads that win today. Rather than overspreading on ads, the better way is to create better products that people want to assess and tell their friends about. If you create a valuable products, your customers and clients will tweet, share, blog, update and like it publicly and do your marketing for you. Digital products, one of the best way you can really share your ideas with a vast number of people in an effective way is to create digital products. This will likely be a download or an online tool. Such products are not an interruption, they are a means of communication that customers choose to practice in. If packaged correctly, such products have a high perceived value even though the cost to reproduce them is almost nothing. If someone takes an hour to listen to your audio podcast, they feel rapid with you. They bond with you and really start to understand what makes you unique. If someone takes your online training program, they have already begun to buy into your ideas. If someone joins your membership, books on to your webinar or takes your online test, you are spending many you are spending money and getting to know you. You start becoming the person they must do business with rather than a person they could do business with. You just form functional to vital. Productized services. A service can be packaged up like a product. You can give your service a name, it can have a method, it can have a brochure, it can be delivered by other trained professionals. This productized service could include elements that are standardized and elements that are bespoke. Do not fall into the trap of thinking you deliver a service. This step cannot apply to you. Treat your service like a product and you will see an uplift. A plastic surgeon who joined the KPI program through he would struggle with product creation because it does not get more bespoke than programming surgery. He was legally able to give this method a name, create brochure, compile testimonials, and add additional products into the overall bundle. As a result, this value went up and his waiting list grew. Your service is a part of product ecosystem, so be sure to make it as productized as you can and to surround it with other products that help educate, inspire, and relate to other people's product expand your income opportunities. Imagine that you get invited to the guest speaker for 30 minutes at a seminar. You agree on the condition that you can promote your digital products for €50. At the end of the talk, you say if you like what you just heard and you want to know a little more, I have a special offer for my online training program. If 20 people out of the group decide to buy, you just got paid €1,000 for a 30-minute speaking spot, a great result. This way also lead to a lot more business. Each person who buys the first product is more likely to want to do business with you in the future as well, rather than it begin locked as an expense to speak at a local function. Your product allows you to become a highly paid speaker and continue the relationship with all the people who enjoyed your talk. Products do not sleep. If you are your only product being paid for your time, this represents a big problem. You only want to work for about a third of the day and you can only be in one place at any given time. There will be always be a limitation on what you can earn if your earning capacity is based solely on your personal attendance. Products are expensive and liberating because you can sell them online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they can be delivered all over the world. This one fact alone is a key reason you must develop a product on your journey as a key person of influence. Selling your time may still be part of what you do, but when you have products, the value of your time goes up not down. A chef who sells a lot of recipe books makes more money for their time even though everyone has access to the recipes. Every business has ideas behind it.